Captain Olimar, one of the greatest and most attractive characters in all of video games. He can crash his spaceship at top speeds, pluck vegetables in a flash, and most importantly, he's married and knows how to handle his lady. Speaking of Olimar's hot wife, the Pikmin universe could also be classified as hot chick heaven. And I'm not just saying that because I blew up this downy snagret. Oh no, he's in hot chick heaven. Since April Fool's Day is just around the corner, and let's face it, none of my fans are going to be busy that day, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful female Pikmin characters. Grab yourself a perk 30 and a glass of carrot juice, and try not to reach through the screen because we're about to blast off. Here we go! At number 10, try this question on for size. Who loves drinking fruit juice and constantly rejects Charlie's sexual advances? Why, it's Brittany, of course.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Though more of a cutie than a hottie, you can't deny the fact that she certainly is a woman. Probably. She wears a dress and has nice hair, and have you ever heard of a girl character with a pink color palette?
It broke new ground!
As an explorer, Brittany is a strong, determined leader who doesn't take guff from anyone. As a so-called botanist, though, her notes on the planet's local fruit are pretty lacking. Olimar's a truck driver and he understands biology better than Brittany does botany. You went to school for this, what's your excuse? Oh well, who needs credibility when you can just forge all of your academic degrees? Regardless, I still would. Who's at mighty number 9? It's this alien gilf from planet Hockatate. I sure would clean the cobwebs out of her attic, if you know what I'm saying. I'm saying that I would fuck. In Pikmin 2, she doesn't do much except deliver messages to her husband, telling him to focus on the task at hand. Money. What a price to pay. She became the boss's sweetheart, but let's be honest, that old man has less time on this earth than I do. And when he cuts out, it doesn't matter if she remembers where she is, or who I am. I'll make that foxy grandma's last few years the best she's ever had. And sure, she may be a gold digger, but she certainly ain't messing with no broke video maker. Numero ocho. Oops, I mean numero ocho. Olimar's wife. Yeah, I know, she's a married woman, and unlike the president, Olimar isn't going anywhere anytime soon. But that just makes me want her more. She may only be half the size of an average human mother, but she's still attractive. Just look at those 3 distinct tufts of hair, really stimulating a distinct body part of mine. My heart. Alas, she'll never be mine. If only Olimar's next crash had proved fatal. Speaking of hot MILFs, lucky number 7 on the list is the Empress Bullblacks. That's right, it's time for the bad guys to steal the show. This welfare queen is about the size of at least 9 or 10 mothers. It's enough to make a guy faint. The clap from her cheeks could shift tectonic plates. And if you're into Crush, oh boy, does she have you more than covered. What a price to pay. Now, I know there's a stigma against single mothers on the dating market. Some people see it as a big red flag. But that's nothing a few late-term abortions can't fix. Look, she'll even help you out. I just love me a gal with antisocial personality. Now, there's one more problem with dating the Empress, and it's a big one. Almost as big as her. She isn't exactly human, and doesn't even pass the Harkness test, if we're being honest with ourselves. On the other hand, Planet 404 is a mostly uncharted planet. Nobody has to know if you did the nasty with a giant bug in an underground cave, okay? Let's all be cool about this.
FBI!
Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God! Officer, it was a prank! What a price to pay. How many years did I just serve in prison? It's a lucky number 6. Who's at number 6? You know, Ochi, he kind of got that cough. Oh, God! Jesus Christ, not again! Not again! I served my nickel, officer, you come and take me! Tamers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the list, we have the red Pikmin. How could you go wrong with a plant who looks like this? She has 2 stunning pairs of human legs and stands upright, so you know it's legal. They're the first Pikmin you discover in almost every game. They've certainly been with you the longest. A bond like that has to be worth something. With that long stem and giant leaf jutting out of her head, you'd be pretty crazy not to see the appeal. She even has a cute spike-shaped nose, just like Brittany. I bet she'd return Charlie's calls. Not only are they excellent fighters, they also have immunity to fire and are the only species capable of holding the frost-resistant flaming pine cone. You could play in the Himalayas for hours. Red Pikmin may be familiar with plunging into caves, but they're up for a real surprise when I show that gal the joys of sounding. Oh god, I should have used the rock ones. They're immune to crushing. Put a 1, 2, 3, 4 in the chat if you'd like to know who's next. Number 4 is the lovely Fiddlebird. Now you may be asking, wait a minute, is Fiddlebird even a female or even a real character? Well, any Pikmin fan who's played the Japanese exclusive game Fiddlebird's Sex Change Operation for the 3DS would know that Fiddlebird is all woman. MTF may mean male to female, but to me it means mount and frame. A beautiful picture of us together on the wall. Now back it up, baby. Let me see that mint-flavored pussy. I'ma blow raspberries into your pussy. Ooh, me, Link Carr, and Tucker Carlson are gonna run a train on that green M&M ass. Now, there is a downside to Fiddlebird's personality. It's implied in certain games that she may be a racist. Even worse, she's Lithuanian, which normally would be a deal breaker, but lucky for her, my standards have hit rock bottom. Besides, she's green, which makes her personality a lot more different from the other females. Number 3 on the list is a short, white, sickly little number, and no, I'm not talking about Dakota Fanning. It's the white Pikmin. White Pikmin are incredibly poisonous and can be fatal to taste or touch. This might make our love life a little difficult, but what can I say? I'm a real sucker for toxic relationships. Just like purple Pikmin, white Pikmin are more useful than normal Pikmin. The only way to find them is to explore the caves where you'll find those little teases hiding. Playing hard to get, eh? Well, they don't call me Randy Restraining Order for nothing. They also call me Pepper Spray Pete, but only in the state of South Dakota. Things really went south with Dakota Fanning. Please return my calls. Number 1, 2, fuckle my shoe! Speaking of toxic relationships, there's nothing more toxic than the relationship between a player and Pikmin 2. Talk about a power imbalance, the whole game is imbalanced. Am I Shea Furless famous yet? Any odd playthrough consists of the game acting increasingly unfair and unpredictable, and the player responding unfairly, trying to exploit the game and push its boundaries. Most other games in the series, like Pikmin 4 and 3, don't have these issues. They'll treat you right, but that's not exciting for me. A fair game won't degrade you or spit on your face. Blame my lousy upbringing, but I'd like nothing more than for Pikmin 2 to take me out to the McDonald's for our 10-year anniversary and bang me out back behind the dumpster. They can even hit me if they want. I won't mind. Later on in the night, Pikmin 2 will ignore my feelings to play Call of Duty for 5 hours straight, pausing only to sneak an awkward kiss that reeks of Filet-O-Fish. God, where's my dignity gone? I guess that's the price I have to pay. What a price to pay. So far, we've seen a MILF, a GILF, a GRA-ILF, and even a carrot tussie or two. Who could possibly top those kinds of bottoms? Well, get ready, folks. This is the number 1 hottest femoid Pikmin character. That's right, it's the Man-at Legs. Considering the gardening with a shotgun video was responsible for 90% of my subscriber base, I guess you could say she's my sugar daddy. Or sugar mama? I guess you could say she's my grandmother from the Proud family. This Arachnorb is a femme fatale, seducing other characters into getting what she wants. With her gun. Any flirting with this gal is sure to end in a shotgun wedding, if you know what I mean. Most of the time her gun is left hanging out in the open, but there are situations where it recedes back into her body. What a price to pay. I'd suck on her business end any day. There's no denying it. She's got beautiful legs, the aim of a sniper, she's about as strong as Dakota Fanning, and is also a fusion of organic matter with alien technology. Hats off to you, Nintendo. You ought to be proud. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you in hell.
You're under arrest for committing incest. I don't know, put him in cuffs!